We've all done some pretty dumb stuff while playing Pokemon, so I'm gonna flash back to a few years ago looking back at the dumbest things that I've done in Pokemon. The original video that I got this idea from was by It's Ray. I've done some pretty dumb stuff, so I wanted to make a video on this topic as well. I'll leave his video and channel in the description and in a bubble at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's get on to the list. Number 10. Only leveling one Pokemon. So when I first started playing Pokemon, I just wanted to rush through the story, and I was impatient. I was 7, and it ended up, as Pokemon Diamond goes, it didn't hurt me because, as you'll see in a little bit, like I had some other stuff going on, but in other games such as Pokemon Y, when I only leveled one Pokemon, it did hurt me, even though Pokemon Y was an easier game. But in games like Pokemon White, where I did only level one Pokemon in my Samurott, that did hurt me in the long run, so that's one thing that I shouldn't have done. Number 9, I never saved before fighting legendaries up until around Pokemon Y, and that's when I first started saving before fighting legendaries. So when I fought Dialga for the first time, I obviously didn't save, and I fought Zekrom, I didn't save. So I missed out on a lot of legendary opportunities, and I had to revert from days worth of playing sometimes just to try to get that one legendary. And that didn't really hinder my experience playing Pokemon because I didn't really care at that point. But if I was a little bit older, I probably would have cared a little bit more. So that's another thing I shouldn't have done. Number 8, I never used to buy escape ropes, and I still forget about it a lot of the time because you don't really think about it until you're in that situation, right? So if you have a Pokemon that knows Dig, that's a lot easier than just carrying around a bunch of escape ropes, right? But a lot of the time, I'm not going to have a Pokemon that knows Dig. So, yeah, that's another problem that I have. So, number 7, it's a little bit of a bigger problem. I'm either too frugal or I blow all my money at once. So, I just did this today. Like, I have stuff that I want to do, so I'll either go blow all my money on, like, vitamins or Pokeballs or potions and stuff, or I'll just save it all and let my team just tank it and level up from that. Number 6, I didn't know what a shiny was and was oblivious to the fact that I even had one. So, mini story time. So, I was in the Great Marsh killing some time, and I came across this pink Wooper on a completely random encounter. 7-year-old me thought, hey, that's a different color than normal, I want it. So I caught it and kind of just left it in my PC box. I didn't know what to do with it, and I didn't know it was a shiny at all. I didn't even know shinies were a thing until like 6 months later when I started using an action replay. I'll get to that later. Sadly, I wasn't able to recover it from my old save as my original copy of Pokemon Diamond was lost a long time ago. So it lives on in my Pokemon Battle Revolution copy where I copied my box to when I was little. Number 5, the name I gave myself in Pokemon Diamond. My first Pokemon game was Chad. I don't know what my little 7-year-old brain was thinking when I named myself Chad. I think it was one of the presets, but I could have named myself my actual name, but no, that was too cool for little me. Number 4, I HM slaved my starter Pokemon in Pokemon Diamond. My Torterra was by far my strongest Pokemon, but it also had 3 of my main HMs, Rock Climb, Rock Smash, and Strength. Only Crunch being its non-HM move, and it wasn't even a grass type. I'll cut myself a little bit of slack because I didn't know what stab moves were, and I didn't know there was a bonus for same type attacking. And I was only 7, and it was my first Pokemon game, so I didn't really know the intricacies of Pokemon battling. Coming in at number 3, my Floaroma Town blindness. So, I guess I was blinded by the flowers or something, but when I first went to Floaroma Town and went to the windmill, I paid no attention to the guy's text box that was standing in front of the door. And since that's only a one-time battle, it took me 3 months to actually get past the meadow because I couldn't find it. I kept looking all over Floaroma Town for it, and I ended up just giving up and going to level my Torterra, and by the time I had discovered that stupid little opening at the back of Floaroma Town, my Torterra was already level 40 from feasting on the agony of the low-level wild Pokemon in the area, so my impatience with the text and story stalled my journey by like 3 months. Number 2, I used to use Action Replay. That device messed up my game, like not corrupting it completely, no bad egg corrupting, like seriously, I don't know how I didn't get any bad eggs. It was the weirdest thing, but it was just enough to where I did have a few nightmares from cheating. Here's an interesting story for you all. Since I don't have my original copy of Pokemon Diamond, I can't show you what I experienced, but I can tell you about it. So I hacked up my game pretty good, got into Arceus and every single other legendary and its shiny, and I had cheated to complete my national dex. And when I was walking through Hearthome City, just about to leave through the southwest exit to do whatever, a new NPC, or object rather, caught my eye. It was a Baneri merged with one of the contest participants. And seeing that at 3 a.m. in the morning as a 7 to 8 year old child, that scared me. That freaked me out. I was freaking the heck out, not knowing what to do, because I thought the action replay had killed my game. I thought it was corrupt, and I thought it was gonna make me start over from scratch. In time, I just kind of learned to live with it, though it still creeped me out a little bit. I did actually do a bit of research for the video, and I don't think it's caused by action replay use. It just happens to be a glitch that took effect around the time I was still using the action replay, and since I didn't know how to use the internet much at that point, I didn't really look it up, so I just thought it was me cheating to get that. So yeah. And number 1, I used the Master Ball on a Bronzong right before the Dialga fight. Well, I can't really give an excuse for this one, even though I was 7. I knew that the Dialga fight was literally right through the next door. I can vividly remember throwing that Master Ball and watching it slowly capture a Bronzong that I ended up releasing to try to get my precious Master Ball back. I'm pretty sure I cried because I didn't get it back. Being a 7-year-old and all. This is by far the dumbest thing I've ever done in Pokemon. And every time I walk past that spot where I caught that stupid Bronzong, I cringe a little bit because I know I missed my opportunity on my first try, and I know looking back, I could have just taken the blow and soft reset or turned off my DS, but I don't think I was thinking straight because that Bronzong absorbed every single last Ultra Ball, Great Ball, and Dusk Ball in my inventory. I was furious, so I threw my Master Ball, and I regret that because I still get crap for that from my brother. He was watching, and he saw me fail so hard at trying to catch Dialga, and that just makes it so much worse. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and give me some feedback on what I can do better next time in the comment section below. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you guys next time.